What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Sorry to inform the world, Nipsey Hussle was shot dead in front of his store in Los Angeles, California today. They trying to rule it gang related because his last tweet just before he got killed was a tweet he put out saying he had enemies and having enemies is a blessing, you know, and they trying to say that the Bloods killed him. That's what they trying to rule this out to be, that it's gang related. But a lot of people ain't satisfied with that. Some people want to believe that this brother was assassinated. And I'm going to play a few things to show you why people are saying that. Let's go with this one first right here before I start breaking it down.
I'm going to give you some information that you need to know. 1, 5 shots to the body, 1 to the head. 5 shots to the body, 1 to the head. That is a military style hit. It was in and out. The way it happened was in and out, very quick.
Okay. Start from that one. Then from there, you go to, this was his interview on the Breakfast Club. A lot of people trying to tie his death into Dr. Sebi, even though it's spelled S-E-B-I, but the S-E is pronounced say. Okay, so Dr. Sebi, who's a herbal healer, the government, he had won a big case against the government, took him to court based upon his healings, his natural healings that he was doing. And just before Nipsey Hussle got killed, Nipsey Hussle was doing a documentary, working on a documentary about the Dr. Sebi situation. And let's listen in on this, on what was going on, what he talked about.
There's a lot of little jewels that you saying in there. That's what I like. Like I said, the medicine really is in the candy. Because when you drop a ball like about Dr. Sebi, yeah, like just that one thing that killed Dr. Sebi will make somebody go research who Dr. Sebi is. 100%. Dr. Sebi.
See that? So a lot of people believe that Dr. Sebi was also executed. Okay, Nipsey Hussle wanted to go in depth of his life, his studies, and the things that he was doing that brought this sudden tragic demise to Dr. Sebi. And Nipsey Hussle wanted his story to be known and everything like that. We're going to listen to some more about this, why Nipsey Hussle go in depth, and you get to hear it himself.
Sebi.
See, my bad, I said it wrong. I never met him. I met his wife, and I take his products for sure.
The coolest guy ever. I mean, he was, when we interviewed him, I think he was about 74.
Oh, y'all interviewed him?
We interviewed him twice.
Damn.
Not here, but when I was on the other show. He was able to jump from the floor up here on his knees.
At least 70-something.
On his knees, and jump back down, no problems, nothing like that.
Why you think they killed him?
Why do they kill all holistic doctors?
Messing up the medical industry.
It's you short-stopping that grind. Why do niggas get killed for hustling in front of a nigga spot? You short-stopping the grind. And these niggas, that check is billions. You got niggas.
Okay, so basically what he's talking about is why Dr. Sebi was hated by the government. Because he was doing natural healing. Okay, we know that the pharmacy industry, man, is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And they don't want people to know that these diseases they are treating with pills and all type of mixture of different elements and things to continue to fatten their pockets can be healed from natural things that God created. In fact, Dr. Sebi's medicine that he was doing on natural herbs and things like that, he actually give credit of it coming from the Bible. He took the Bible in Genesis when God, excuse me, in Genesis chapter 2, when God talked about he have given us the herbs as food and medicine, you know, and he went back to the sources And this is, even though he getting the credit, but it was actually God. It was actually God, and God already gave us the format, laid it down for us in the Bible. And it seems like when people want to find out the truth behind a lot of things, that's the source they go back to, the very foundation that God left for all mankind to know the truth so that we will not be deceived. So deception is your responsibility when it comes to you being deceived. As a grown man or woman, you have the choice to investigate serious situations and matters in life, especially dealing with your eternal soul. And there's nobody fault but yours. So being deceived is a choice. It's a choice, no matter what, because the evidence is out here and the investigation is out here at your disposal to learn the truth or not. And this what Nipsey Hussle was doing in his documentary he had started doing on Dr. Sebi.
Niggas that get flipped for a couple $100,000. So he playing with some pharmaceutical money, you know. And what's crazy, I'm working on doing a documentary on the trial in 1985 when Dr. Sebi went to trial against New York, right? Because he put a newspaper, he cured AIDS. Yeah. He beat the case. And he went to federal court the next day and beat that case on record. Yeah. And nobody talk about it.
So Dr. Sebi was tried for, they tried to get him for lying about healing cancer, healing herpes, healing diabetes, healing AIDS. Y'all need to look at that interview. Type this interview up, Dr. Sebi interview. And that man actually won his case in federal and state trial. He won them both and proved that the medicine he was using from that grew naturally was actually healing these diseases that they are spending multi-billions of dollars treating from machines. Look how much people have to continue to take go to chemotherapy treatments for cancers and radiation things and medicine behind that, and all this is a multi-billion-dollar enterprise. And you got a guy that's healing these diseases going by the Bible principles of what to use to heal these diseases, growing them naturally from the earth like God intended in the very beginning. Just think about it. It make a lot of sense. They didn't have hospitals back then. They didn't have pills. People lived off of the land. And that's what he did. He went back to the source. And he said that was one of his arguments he said to the judge. He said, in the Bible, did God or did God not say that he gave man the herbs of the ground to eat? And he said, the judge said, yeah. He said, that's what I'm doing. So, shouts out to the Lord Jesus Christ and God Almighty for that. So people believe because Nipsey Hussle opened this door back up that it brought a lot of attention to him. Even Nipsey Hussle said in another interview that people were telling him like, hey man, they killed Dr. Sebi. You open this thing back up, you better get you some protection, and telling them that they was afraid for his life. Okay? Now, Dr. Sebi said something real interesting. I want to play to y'all. But before that, let's just hear how Nipsey Hussle end this.
That's crazy. I'm in the middle of doing this holistic detox right now. Day 6 of 14.
Yeah, you was telling me.
Yeah. So,
no food, nothing. And
they said it actually can help cure fibroids. It can help you if you are, cancer, any type of heart issues. And it's all natural herbs and all organic and all holistic without actually going to a doctor and getting pharmaceutical.
Yeah. How you feel? You feel
I actually feel pretty good.
Do you feel the difference, you think?
I do. Could be also because I've cut a lot of things out and I haven't had any food, nothing.
Okay, this Angela Lee just talking about she actually was doing the treatment thing that Dr. Sebi put in play and was talking about and how it's been helping her.
Solid at all in the past 6 days, but I feel all right, better than I thought.
No question. Now, what happened with Reebok? And when you signed the Reebok and the Reebok do the release?
Okay, well, we ain't gonna get back, but that's basically what Nipsey Hussle did. I already played it. I forgot they on the Reebok, so I must have missed it. It's already in here, so I already played it for y'all. Let's go to what Dr. Sebi says, man. He says something real interesting that I want to touch and address on. Right here. This was a wise man. This is Dr. Sebi, y'all.
I was concerned with the black leadership of America, not medical science.
So he was concerned about the black leadership in America, not medical science. Watch what he talk about. This what bothered him the most. And it's kind of sad because it's what's going on right now. And this is the one I saved for last that I want to touch and address on.
I had cured these people of sickle cell and lupus and herpes and blindness. I was happy. I said, now I could go to all the leaders. I could go to Minister Farrakhan. I could go to Jesse Jackson. I could go to Al Sharpton. I could go to Oprah Winfrey. But what I found out, I was mistaken. I was wrong. They are not interested in the healing of any black people.
See that? He said when he was curing all these diseases and things like that, he was happy. He black, he was happy, and he figured that, hey, I could come to the black leaders and things. I can come to the black leaders and things because instead of me being looked down upon, now I'm somebody also on a platform just like them. And he tried to get their support only to find out that they was a part of the system too. Let's go back a little bit and watch what he say.
Good. And we have yet to understand that. I was concerned with the black leadership of America, not medical science. When I had cured these people of sickle cell and lupus and herpes and blindness, I was happy.
See, he was happy. He was curing them diseases with what the Bible said to do, and he started doing it, curing these diseases. He was happy. So what you do when you happy? You want to reach out to black people in position. And what happened, Dr. Sebi?
See, now I could go to all the leaders. I could go to Minister Farrakhan. I could go to Jesse Jackson. I could go to Al Sharpton. I could go to Oprah Winfrey. But what I found out, I was mistaken. I was wrong. They are not interested in the healing of any black people.
That's an explosive claim.
That is not an explosive statement. That is a reality. There isn't a black leader in America that is interested in the health of the black race.
You say that because they refuse to interact with you?
They are not in the position to respond.
They are not in the position to respond. That was deep. Hold on. I want y'all to catch that, man. That was deep. That was deep. Watch this. Come on now.
Reality. There isn't a black leader in America that is interested in the health of the black race.
You say that because they refuse to interact with you?
They are not in the position to respond. If they were, my first case of AIDS was cured in 1984. And since then, we've been curing people of lupus and herpes and cancer and blindness. And not one black leader ever said, well, let us have the brother.
Now, one black leader said, let us have the brother. Dr. Sebi, like, here I am, a black man who found the cure to AIDS and cancer, diabetes, and things like that. It's not one of those black leaders even took the initiative to reach out to him, who know who he is, know what he doing, to even want to attach themselves to him when he doing such a miraculous thing that the world had no idea there was cures for. And what we see what's happening right now all over the world in our inner community and cities. Brothers are being mass murdered and slaughtered all over the country. Not only are we slaughtering and killing each other, police are killing us also. And then it's crazy because behind these things, none of our leaders, none of them, we don't hear from Michael Jordan. We don't hear from Magic Johnson. We don't hear from Denzel Washington. We don't hear from Will Smith. We don't hear from LeBron James. We don't hear from Kobe Bryant. We don't hear from none of our leaders, none of the people who we look up to, none of the people who have the platform, not the Jay-Z's, not the Russell Simmons, not the Jay Princes. We don't hear from none of them while mass murdering going on all over the world concerning our people. None. And it ain't a political thing. It's just a truth thing. Anytime the dollar is so important that you don't even care about bloodshed. And when you think because you have the dollar that it protects you and keep you safe, whoa, shame on you. In the wrath of God, you will not be able to flee from. You will stand before the almighty, just, righteous God and give an account for the things that you turned your eyes from when you closed your ears to the sounds of the screams and hollers that coming from the inner city of crying, struggling mothers and children that's being slaughtered in these streets every day. And y'all have the power and influence to make a difference and change, and you don't say nothing. Shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. And it's not the government fault and responsibility to reach out to us when we have our own people in play and in position. Even if you are part of a system, it comes a time where you have to stand for something and break away from the things that you're seeing that is destroying your own people. And we can't fault nobody for how we kill each other. We can't fault nobody for how we hate each other. But it is so shameful to see all our black leaders. And it's so many of us. 50 states in the United States, but yet think about this. We got football players, baseball players, basketball players, athletes, actors, actresses, brothers in politics, musicians. We got all these black people. Mass, multi-millions of dollars, influence and everything. They won't even say nothing. They don't even say nothing. And they come from these states, these towns, and these inner communities they once walked and lived in. And act like ain't nothing even going on. They won't even speak up. They won't even say nothing. And we live in a dead era of social media where you could just cut your camera on, cut your phone on. They tweet all other type of stuff. They don't even tweet. Brothers need to stop killing each other. We need to be more unified and together and show love and respect for each other. They don't even do that. They see the murder going on all over the country. Michael Jordan, them just sitting up there, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Denzel Washington, them, Magic Johnson, them, all them sit there, know every day what's going on, the mass murdering of our people, and they don't say nothing. Dr. Dre don't say nothing, Puffy don't say nothing, Jay-Z and them don't say nothing, but let it be some political crime or something like that. Then they want to speak up and say something for the dollar. But when they seeing and knowing what's going on in these communities and then refuse to say anything about it, this is so sad and tragic. And that's how you know that it's something else in play behind this. There's something else in play behind this. Because I guarantee you, if they ain't have no money, they'll be speaking. If they ain't have no money, they'll be speaking about this stuff with passion, with passion and willing to come together to do something about the situation that's going on. But yet here these people is in play with money to make some type of difference, to make life easier for somebody, and yet they sit there, man, and just ignore the cries, ignore the injustice, ignore the murdering, ignore the extortion and rape and everything that's going on in these communities that they once were living in and birthed from. Horrible. Horrible. It's sad, man. It's sad. Nipsey Hussle, he definitely was assassinated. Now, whether or not he was assassinated for Dr. Sebi or the gang situation, it still was an assassination. Shot this boy 5 times. 5 times in the body, 1 shot to the head. They putting that stuff all on Facebook, and that brother body just laying out there, and YouTube and things too. But everything that came on YouTube, they took it down because of the graphic scenery. Brothers are continuing to be murdered and slaughtered, man. And the worst occupation you can have in the United States is being a black rapper. They are dying like 40 going north, man. Just dropping like flies. Back to back to back to back. Because this is the era we live in. We live in a clout chasing era. Where brothers want to be the one to say, I'm the one who robbed him. I'm the one who killed them. And they run to social media and brag about it. Boast about it because of vanity and pride. And they wiping and killing people for just material things that can be replaced. But lives cannot be replaced. Lives cannot be replaced. And our leaders sit back saying nothing, ignoring it as though it's not going on. And it take brothers like me and other people to speak out, but we don't have the influence or the money or the finances to make a greater enough difference that it can be effective. Imagine if Michael Jordan just cut on his camera and actually gave a heartfelt speech about brothers need to stop killing each other. Young girls need to be more responsible and live by example in raising their children. And that he was willing to open up centers in the inner community to help teach and educate men how to be better fathers and young girls how to be more productive and respectable and be better mothers, and had some type of substitution from the streets that children could have a better advantage at life. They won't say nothing like that. But they definitely got an award speech. They definitely got a Hall of Fame speech. But when it comes to people losing their lives every day, they don't have nothing to say. It ain't a word to say, and they your own people. They your own people. It's sad, man. You just show you how fake these people is and what they doing. None of them speaking out saying anything. None of them. And it lets me know that it's an agenda at play. How is it that won't nobody say nothing? You know your people getting killed all over the world, but none of y'all won't say nothing. Nobody won't say nothing. Who got the muzzle on them? Who got the muzzle on them? And see, I advise everybody out there, man, this social media is nothing but the devil's weapon. And you got to be careful. Brothers be on social media and people make it so easy. They make it so easy for themselves to be caught up. They get on social media and then what they do is let people know where they at. Yeah, I'm live right now, man. We at the mall. Oh, I'm live down here at Chico's Barbecue. Oh, I'm live down here at my girl house. Oh, we driving down 40th Street. Everybody know where you at. Make it so easy for them. See, it's crazy when your enemies can just go to your social media pages and know everything that you're doing. Where you at, who you with, what you got with you, where you at, all this stuff. And you have no idea what's about to happen. See, in our dear era, when we came up, we didn't have social media like that. And when we was out and about doing things like that, hey, You'll be lucky if you catch it. You catch it. But it rarely happened like that. Unless you just knew, like, I'm going to his house or his block where he beat such and such like that. But in this day and age, man, your enemy could just cut on your social media, man. And know everything you doing, where you at, how much money you got, who with you, what strap you got on you, what block, where you going to next. And it's sad, man. And it's sad. Another brother lose his life. Being a rapper continue to show that this is not the career that a lot of people should be going to. Pay attention to what's going on, man. These rappers are dying rapidly at a fast pace. And the people that's in play, man, know this and understand this, and they not saying nothing. Which means they are participating in the murder. They are participating in the deception. And they are just as guilty as the people that's actually pulling the triggers. Every last one of them are. And this is sad, and it is tragic, man. But God will have his justice. And all these people who thinking they can escape from it and run from it, you're not going to be able to. Another brother lost his life, man, just over stupidity and foolishness. And now they're trying to build up another gang war and retaliation of this stuff. So there will be more casualties behind this man's death. Our leaders are sorry, horrible. They sit there, stuff their greedy fat faces, sit there and just literally just watching everything fall apart, man, and then don't want to do nothing, man. It's sad, man. It ain't even about politics. They're afraid that if they speak up for black people, they'll be blackballed or won't get the award or won't get the money when they already multi-millionaires and things like that. Let me tell you something, man. Telling the truth ain't got nothing to do with politics. Telling the brother and them that they need to stop the violence, man, and respect and love one another, and you using your popularity and your name and thing to say things like that go a long way. I don't care, them brothers be trying to make it seem as though they doing something because they got, I got a basketball camp, I got a summer camp. Man, come on, get up out of here, man. Get up out of here, man. Them little 7, 8, 9-year-old kids, man, they ain't the problems. Problem with these teenagers and adults and these parents. And y'all not even saying nothing about it, man. Not even using your influence, man, to help and to make a difference. And it's sad, man. This brother lost his life, man. I definitely believed he was assassinated. I don't know if he was assassinated for the Dr. Sebi situation, but he definitely was assassinated anytime this man hit 5 times in the body and 1 time to the head. Whoever killed him meant to kill that brother, man. And it's sad and tragic, man. This man was a father. This man had a wife, you know what I'm saying, a fiance. People don't think about that. They don't see the after effect of how that just tears a person down, man. You know? And that's why it's important for brothers to have a relationship with God, because you never know. You never know who hating on you. You never know who plotting on you. You never know what tomorrow holds for you. That's why you should seek the kingdom of heaven first and all God's righteousness, and he will add the things and desires of your heart to you, man. That's why, man, I'm telling you, regardless to what, I want to make sure I'm right with God. And you can't fight against a system that's ran by the devil without the power of God. Without the power of God. It's going to be useless. You're not going to be effective. You need God. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather take my chances with him than by myself anytime, man. And I'm just keeping it 100 with you. Anytime. You can't do it, man. You just can't fight this system without God. You need him, you know. Another brother lost his life, man. And it's sad, man. Our leaders are horrible, man. Don't care about nothing. They ain't got the brains to first sit there, talk all this stuff, pop all this stuff like they spitting some real stuff to us. and just so deceiving it ain't even funny. The Gucci situation thing happened with the Gucci and the blackface on the Gucci. T.I. and them and people on there talking about, oh, we gonna stop wearing Gucci for 3 months. We gonna stop wearing Gucci for 3 months. Just 3 months. How about never wearing it at all? Once you do that, man, look, I ain't wearing it at all. And if people can't come together on something as simple as clothing, they're going to show you just how far we got to go and how behind we are as a people. And it's sad and it's tragic, man. I ain't scared of the white man. I'm scared of the black man. Not the black man, but the niggas. And with that being said, this your boy Battle Truth. Ain't my judgment, that's a question. It's yours. Nipsey Hussle lost his life today. Keep watching, because I got a feeling things finna get worse.